Today's videos are brought to you by Ranjan Motors, located at 139 Dutagamana Street, Kohula. Come check them out if you're interested in getting a new or used one. How's it going, my car dudes? Liam here from the Car Dudes channel. Today I present to you this 2018 Mitsubishi Xpander. So as always, I'm going to give you guys a full and in-depth review of this Xpander people carrier. It's got 7 seats and it is a competitor to the Toyota Avanza. So sit back, relax and enjoy the review. Starting off with the trunk. As I just mentioned, it is a 7-seater. So we do have the third row seats in here. They do fold flat just like that. Very easy to use, giving you a nice flat load. And we also do have 60-40 split folding second row seats. For the third row we do have cup holders, and for your amusement I shall attempt to get into them. Right hand drive, it is the only way to get in is from the left side. But we do have some underfloor storage, as you can see. And I'll pop that back up as well. As you can see, with the third row seat up, there is not much space, but it's alright compared to other SUVs like the Toyota Prado, Mitsubishi Montero. There's like very minimal space in the back of those SUVs with the third row up. This one, at least you get a little bit more. As promised, for your amusement, I shall attempt to get into the back third row. So basically how you do this is you pull that down so that it falls down just fast enough to release the bottom of the seat, and you fold it up like so, and then you just sort of jerry-rig your way in here. And obviously my big freaking ass don't fit back here at all. I am way too big. I'm almost 6'3". I can't really sit in a straight way. Headroom is alright and shoulder room is okay. We do have a power outlet, so there's a win there, and a cup holder. But aside from that, it's not really the best place for adults. It's more or less suited for who would be perfect to sit back. Oh yeah, Vanellope Von Schweetz, she'll fit back here perfectly. But on a real note, those seats are made just for kids, so adults, you should stick to the second row. And just fold this up like so, and there you are, you have your second row right there. Second row isn't too bad. I got a decent amount of knee room. Headroom is pretty good. Good job there, Mitsubishi. And shoulder room isn't too bad either. We don't have a center armrest, which is unfortunate. Center seat belts. We don't have rear, actually no, we do have rear AC vents back here. As you can see, you can control the fan speed like so, and we have coat hooks. Aside from that, it's not a bad back seat. We have cup holders in the door, and really wide opening doors, so fitting a car seat shouldn't be too much of an issue. Here's the key fob for the Xpander. Typical Mitsubishi key, lock and unlock. Right, this Xpander does have smart key access. Right now the car is unlocked. To lock it, push the black button on either the passenger or driver's door handle. The car will lock, followed by the mirrors folding in. And to unlock the car, just push the button. 2 beeps indicates unlocking along with the mirrors folding out. It is a metallic white exterior with full black leather interior. Along with smart key access, this Xpander does have push button start, so just make sure you have the key fob in the vehicle. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to go. Very smooth startup. We'll give it a short rev. It's not a bad sounding. It has a 3-spoke leather wrap steering wheel. Very smooth power steering. It does have low gear selection, as well as a backup camera. Parking brake. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn on the automatic headlamps, the high beams, as well as the front and rear fog lights. Excuse me, just the front fog lights, there are no rear fog lights. The hazards. We shall pop the hood. Automatic driver's side window. And we'll go ahead and check out the exterior of this Xpander. The Mitsubishi Xpander has a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder engine producing 102 brake horsepower and 103 foot-pounds of torque. Has a 0 to 60 time of 14.2 seconds and a top speed of 170 kilometers per hour. The Mitsubishi Xpander was first unveiled on July 24th, 2017 in Jakarta, Indonesia, and went on sale in August that same year. The Xpander is manufactured in Indonesia and is mainly marketed for the Southeast Asia region. It competes with vehicles like the Toyota Avanza, Toyota Innova, Tata Hexa, and Toyota Rush. Some of the features it includes are 2 airbags, ABS, rear drum brakes, and hill start assist. And so far, it seems to have been quite a success, as Mitsubishi has sold more than 100,000 Xpanders since it went into production a year ago. This Xpander is riding on two 55 or 16-inch tires with 5 split spoke. Coming to the interior, power windows, locks and mirrors, cup holder in the door as storage, a manual driver's seat. This is our height adjustment, our recline, and our slider. Down here we have your accelerator and brake as usual, and your hood release, a little bit of storage in there, traction control, power mirror controls, and your start button. Coming to the interior of the Xpander, we have our air conditioning controls over here. Very simple to use. It is manual. Our temperature and our different zones over here. Fan speed, our recirculation, AC, and defrost. Very simple to use, very intuitive, and just really dead easy. You know, up, down, that sort of stuff. Really simple. Coming to the stereo, this is Mitsubishi standard 8-speaker audio system. Sounds alright. Definitely packs quite a punch. Coming to the infotainment system, this is a pretty basic infotainment system as infotainment systems go. We have a main sort of home button right there, and we have our different settings over here. So aux, tuner, USB, which is what I'm playing through, Bluetooth audio, disc. We can go straight to the rear camera if we really wanted to. phone and settings. It's not that slow. Surprisingly, it's actually decently responsive. So good job Mitsubishi there. As you can see, I'm playing through iPod USB. You can seek up that sort of stuff. As you can see information about the song, Great Expectations. Typical stuff, seek up, seek down. Typical stuff. Coming down here we have our air vents, our hazard lights, our HVAC controls. Down here we have a bit of storage. It goes pretty deep, far in there. A power outlet. On this side of the steering wheel, as you can see, we also have a little bit of storage, which is pretty cool. And we also have the same thing on the passenger side. Not bad. As far as materials on the dashboard go, it's okay. It's not the best, obviously, but being Mitsubishi, but they really are trying to up their game. We got some stitching as I call it, running across the dashboard. It is hard touch, but it's sort of like got a soft grain to it. I do like this sort of design over here, this metal design carried throughout the cabin. We have some more stitching running across the the door panel, as you can see, and over here also. So it's not too bad. The seats are decently comfy. I got plenty of thigh support. Legroom is alright. Headroom is amazing, actually. Really good amount of headroom. So is shoulder room. The seats, the bottoms are kind of flat, but the top parts, they have some decent bolsters in them, and they're pretty plush seats also, so they'll be quite comfy. As you saw, the glove box, it's not damped, it just swings down. But we also have a bit of storage here to keep your phone or anything that you want to. As you saw earlier, we have our manual dimming rear view mirror. We have our dome lights over here, so if it's in the middle, the lights will come on when you open the door. Some aluminum trim running across here and some piano finish. We have a stitched gear lever, a parking brake, and a stitched shift boot, which actually is really satisfying to shift through the gears. Like, oh, it's really satisfying. You can hear the power locks. Once you put the car in park, the locks will unlock. So should the doors be locked, let's put the car in drive, let's say we drive around a little bit and put the car in park, it unlocks it. So there you go. We have cup holders over here. As you can see, I'm making use of them on this very hot day. A bit of storage and this removable cubby, which is cool, and it's quite a deep storage actually. Like that's quite good. So you can fit quite a bit of stuff in there. On this side, we also have some more stitching, and even though I sort of pick at it for being not real stitches, Mitsubishi is trying to make an effort. It's relatively soft like materials. It just happens to be hard to the touch. But aside from that, it's got a soft like sort of coating over it. I guess that's the phrase you can use for it. Coming to the gauge cluster, we have our tack to the left and our speedo on the right, and a little screen in the center, which is pretty cool. So you can adjust it. This is our cruise control over here, as you can see. The little screen in the center, there's a button off to the side that says info. That's when the next service is. That's all in Thai, because this is Thailand import. Trip A, trip B, and back to our fuel range and that sort of stuff. We have our gear selector down at the bottom, along with our temperature gauge and our fuel gauge and our odometer. This currently has 152 kilometers on it. Alrighty. We'll turn it off. Well guys, thank you for watching my review on this 2018 Mitsubishi Xpander. As always, let me know what you guys think of the review and leave some suggestions of cars I should review in the comment section below. Once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Drive safely till then.
sweet spot. I'm feeling good. The sun is shining.